a moment to speak with them? I know Miss Underwood was having some issues getting into the jail.
Just about 2 seconds is all you got.
All right, so Mr. Gage, I am going to put you and Mr. Glazier into. Go ahead and join that. Miss Adams,
Yes.
we just received some paperwork that I'm gonna need scanned to Mr. Glazier
Okay.
because I just got it and he did. Mr. Jones will meet you at the door and he'll hand it to you.
Okay.
No one. And then I'll need it back, Miss Adams. All right, Mr. Glazier, Mr. Jones just handed to me a victim impact letter along with some other documents. You have not been provided those.
No.
So Miss Adams is going to email those to you now. I have also not been able to read them. So I don't know how you want to handle that.
If she emails them to me, can we adjourn this out about a half an hour?
I can adjourn it out. Yeah.
I'm at home.
But-
I want to go home and read them at the office, and then it'll take me a few minutes to get down there.
Okay, all right. And I
All right.
understand that. All right.
All right,
So,
thanks.
Mr. Gage, just let them know that we're gonna bring you back in later this morning. And then,
Okay.
I'll see the next person then, all right?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. I don't know who the jail's gonna bring me next.
That was my last one, so I'm just gonna go log in.
Okay. No, I still have, Samantha Barrett. And Randy LaFave.
Both females, I think.
And you. All right, I'm gonna step off the bench for just a moment. Okay. Very bad. You can use the restroom, but.
Okay, sounds good.
Good morning.
All right, so Miss Barrett,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, we'll be with you in a minute. We're just waiting for Rhonda Underwood.
Okay.
So it'll just be a few minutes, all right?
All right.
Rhonda's down the hall.
All right.
What's that? Family? Yeah. I've been, I'll go to my mom's Saturday in Fort Gratiot. My sister lives in St. Clair. So I'll be going there. My sister from Milford, coming and her family and my nephews in-laws. So be pretty good.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm saying,
Yeah.
boy's gotta work.
Yeah.
He's really on my side, so.
Should be. I don't have to take care of my cousin this weekend, so right there.
She's doing good.
Good.
Yeah. She had a
Oh,
place.
did she?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's up and about.
Yeah, I've been hearing from her. She's
Yeah.
doing well, covering and
Do you know where she had done it?
Ann Arbor? Or somewhere
yeah, I
out there.
think so.
My brother had one done in Chelsea. He liked them.
I hear,
He had two of them done actually.
I hear Chelsea's actually pretty decent.
And
St.
the
Joseph's,
last
right?
one he had done was during that time when all the appointments because of COVID were getting put off so far. He went ahead and got it done all the way to Brighton, I think. And that turned out even better. They're getting really good at it. He said since the first, they made him move quicker and do more therapy than the first one, and it went way better.
They have you up
Yeah,
walking that day.
yeah.
Yeah, even
'Cause
on
he thought the
knee
Chelsea one was
replacements,
good. Yeah.
they have you going. They do something about shoulder replacements. I don't know.
Oh, man, I don't know, I have a friend who just got surgery on her shoulder and she
Oh.
still ain't right. And she's young, she's not even 30.
That's what they told me.
Oh, wow, you gotta have something done?
Both of them gotta be replaced.
Oh, no,
I left.
she just can't, she may not ever be able to do, it's the over the head thing.
I'm limited mobility. I
Yeah.
led a rough life.
It's got you now, and that's what I'm like, why did she get hers done? I don't even really know, but I don't know, she's had it for a while, so she went ahead and got it done. I hate surgery because sometimes you just don't come back.
Yeah,
All that scar tissue.
it's arthritis is what the big problem. is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta have. I'm sorry.
No, I was just to say, Sue should be back on the 17th.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be here all next week.
I didn't know what she had done. I know she's been gone a while. I said, wow.
Yeah, yeah. She's doing good.
Mhm.
I know Bob, who's the bailiff down in Judge Shavers,
Yeah.
he's gonna have his hip replacement.
Is he?
Yes.
Miss, could you let them know that I'm gonna skip you for a minute, and could I ask them if they'll let me have Mr. LaFave?
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Becky, if you could call the jail and let them know that I am ready for Mr. LaFave.
She is Mr. okay, so she has to.
Because I lost Miss Barrett's attorney. All
I
right,
hear you.
Mr. Shane, let me see if I can get Mr. LaFave, all right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. These are Mr. Ducks.
Okay.
So maybe, it might be a different window, I'm not sure.
Oh, I call it two now. I do queso for, okay, only not queso, so. Queso? Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Give me just a minute, Mr. Shand, I'll be right back.
Anybody want to bear it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So Miss Barrett, we're just waiting for Miss Underwood, all right?
Okay.
But Mr. Shand, I think I've got Mr. LaFave coming in.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And Ms. Teskey. Oh, yeah, I got Ms. Teskey.
Yes, Judge.
Your comment to me this morning about him, does that still stand?
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Shand. I'm gonna send you a chat relaying information from Ms. Teskey. I apologize to everybody. Seems like simple sentencings and they go quickly, but everything always kind of goes south. So. Mr. Dable, where was just a moment. Mr. Shand, did you receive the paperwork for the violation on Mr. LaFave?
Yes, I did this morning, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, good.
There we go.
All right, Mr. LaFave, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Randy Lewis LaFave, file number 22-21138FH, and file number 22-21139FH. I have David Shand appearing on behalf of Mr. LaFave. Mr. Shand, what is your P number?
P53051, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. LaFave, first, I do want to thank you. I had asked you to turn yourself in, and you did. So I do appreciate that. We were worried about you. So, Mr. Shand, you received a copy of the motion affidavit and bench warrant.
Correct, Your Honor. And I have reviewed them this morning.
And you reviewed it with him this morning already?
I did not review it with him, but we know exactly what the violation is. And
Okay.
I believe it was just a matter of really poor communication more than anything else.
All right. So, Mr. LaFave, hold on, let me go through it with them. So, Mr. LaFave, I have a motion affidavit and bench warrant dated, let's see, only on one file. It was only done on file number 20-20118FH.
Judge, I think that's a different file than we had for sentencing. I apologize.
Okay, hold on. So did you, the two files I have from Mr. LaFave are the ones he was arraigned on yesterday and pled to, correct? Or was supposed to be sentenced on yesterday, correct?
Right, right. And this one, it looks like.
It's
it
file
was
number
probation.
2020-20118FH. And that file, he's on probation with Ms. Tusky, who's present via Zoom. And that is a failure to appear for a probation show cause on March 2nd of 2023. Ms. Adams, could you print off the show cause that was scheduled for March 2nd of 23?
Okay.
Hold on, Mr. LaFave.
Elevator 2 to 3 for nurses, please.
Ms. Chesky, would that be the February 16th? Okay, yep. All right, and then Mr. LaFave, we also have a request and summons for probation violation that was signed by Ms. Chesky on February 14th of 2023 and signed by me on February 15th of 2023. And which alleges a violation of probation that you were ordered to complete the adult drug treatment court program and that you have failed to comply with drug testing requirements, residency requirements, and treatment requirements. Is that correct, Ms. Teskey? Is that the one?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. LaFave, you previously on that file, you're on probation for an attempted stolen property receiving and concealing. So do you understand that the maximum penalty if you plead guilty or found guilty on the underlying probation violation could be up to 2.5 years in prison? And on the show cause for failure to appear, that contempt of court could carry a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Shand, that being said, how do you wish to proceed with Mr. LaFave today?
Your Honor, Randy will plead to violating the terms and conditions of the probation. But he does have a really good situation in transitional housing in Ann Arbor, and I hope we can get him back there and back on track. He appeared to be back on track before this happened and the notice of sentencing yesterday. And he does have a bed waiting for him. I talked to his host manager last night, and if we could get him released and back on the right track again, I think that would work well for everybody.
And Mr. LaFave, Ms. Tusky, myself, and Mr. Shand have discussed that, and we will release you to return to that placement. All right?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
We will release you today to return to that placement.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. All right. So, Mr. LaFave, raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right. So, Mr. LaFave, you have retained Mr. Shand. Are you satisfied with him as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand that you have a right to contest this violation of probation charge as well as the contempt of court and to have a hearing on it? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let me pause here for a minute. So I'm trying to do things at one time. So, Ms. Underwood, I am going to sign, you have Miss Barrett, is that correct, Miss Underwood?
I'm sorry?
Do you represent Samantha Barrett?
Yes.
So while I'm taking care of another matter, I am going to place you in a breakout room. with
Thank
Ms.
you.
Barrett. All right, so Ms. Barrett and Ms. Underwood, go ahead and join that breakout room. All right. So Mr. LaFave, do you understand if you had chose to have a hearing, you would be presumed innocent till your guilt is proven beyond a reasonable doubt? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to have all the witnesses against you appear at your trial, to have your lawyer ask those witnesses questions, or you may ask them yourself, to have me order any witnesses you might have to appear at the trial. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You would not have to testify at your trial, and no one could say anything about you not testifying or hold it against you in any way. On the other hand, do you understand that you do have a right to testify if you wanted to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. LaFave, how do you plead to the contempt of court that you failed to appear for a probation show cause on March 2nd of 2023? Guilty or not guilty?
Randy, it's guilty. You missed that date.
Okay, it's guilty.
Okay, and Mr. LaFave, how do you plead to the violation of probation that you were ordered to complete the adult drug treatment court program and that you had failed to comply with drug testing requirements, residency requirements, and treatment requirements? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay. Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up your right to a hearing, as I've already explained?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anything been promised you to get you to plead guilty?
No,
Has anyone threatened you in any way to get you to plead guilty?
no,
If I accept these pleas, you'll be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during the hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea. Do you understand that?
yes, Your Honor.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Adams, what was the date I used for sentencing on Mr. LaFave yesterday?
1 second.
I believe it was June 2nd, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes, June 2nd.
Okay, great. All right. So, Mr. LaFave, you are currently on probation with Ms. Tusky, is that correct? Our audio is pretty bad there. So you're on probation with Ms. Tusky, right?
Yes,
Okay. And one of your terms of probation is that you're supposed to do drug testing. You're supposed to let her know where you're living, as well as complying with all your treatment requirements through drug court. Is that correct?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, for a period of time, were you not doing your drug testing?
That is correct.
And then you weren't complying with the treatment through the drug treatment court program?
I moved out of transitional.
Okay. And you didn't have permission to do that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then did you not report where you were living right away to Ms. Tusky?
I don't, to be honest with you, I don't think I did.
Okay. So Ms. Tusky did a request and warrant for, or request and summons for that probation violation. And you were supposed to appear for a show cause back on March 2nd of 2023, but you didn't appear that date, did you?
No,
All right, I accept the pleas. They've been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. Mr. LaFave has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. So Ms. Tusky, yesterday adjourned his sentencing on his new case to June 2nd at 8:15. So Mr. Shan, would you also like me to set sentencing for this case on the same day?
I think that would be a great idea, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. So Mr. LaFave, I am going to set sentencing on these for the same day as your other case, June 2nd at 8:15 in the morning. And Ms. Tusky, do you need to speak with them this morning?
Your Honor, did he plead guilty to a felony yesterday or? I heard you mention sentencing. I know
No,
he did,
he pled to a misdemeanor.
okay, so that won't be my case.
No.
Okay,
No, but it's not, and I actually did have a pre-sentence report already prepared, if I remember correctly, but
Yeah.
I did not complete the sentencing because I wanted him to take care of this.
okay. So, yes, I would like a breakout with him.
Okay, so since I already have the pre-sentence report, Mr. Shand or Ms. Teskey, do you want me to set the sentencing out a couple weeks then?
We don't, I mean, Your Honor, I just need a week to do the VAP update. If you already have a PSI for the new charges, then we don't need a month for
Right,
the new, you
Mr.
know what I'm saying? We only
Yeah.
need, if you already have
Mr.
a VAP up, a pre-sentence on the misdemeanor, then all I need is time to do the VAP update.
And Mr. LaFave would be able to zoom in from wherever he is. Mr. Shand, do you want me to move the sentencing sooner?
That would be great, Your Honor. I think that's a good idea.
So Ms. Adams, I'm looking for the next available sentencing on a Thursday or Friday. Then I'll move both of those files to that day,
At least give me a week.
but at least a week. So it'd be about.
So next week's pretty crammed. If it's okay, could we do April 20th?
Mr. Shand, are you available April 20th at 8:15?
Let me just check. April 20th is fine. That works.
Okay, so Mr. LaFave, I know that you're going back to transitional. Are you able to zoom in from there?
Absolutely.
Okay, do you have any objection to doing your sentencings via Zoom?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. LaFave, I'm gonna set the violation of probation sentencing, the contempt of court sentencing, as well as your new misdemeanor sentencing over to April 20th at 8:15 in the morning. And I am going to put you in a quick breakout room with Ms. Teskey. Just make sure you're truthful about what's going on, and she'll prepare the probation violation report. We'll get a copy to Mr. Shand. Mr. Shand, do you need a breakout room? Do you want to
No.
join the breakout room? Okay.
Actually,
No,
Your
Your
Honor, Your Honor, Miss Barrett is mine as well. Mr. LaFave, if you could just report to me in person on Tuesday morning, that would be wonderful.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay,
All right. So, and Mr. LaFave, I'll release you on a PR bond on both the contempt of court and the underlying violation. All right.
And Randy, I'll let Aurora
Yeah.
know that you're getting out today.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck, Mr. LaFave.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Shand. You have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great Easter.
Oh, you too. All right, so Miss Barrett and Miss Underwood. Okay. Yes, files. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Samantha Jo Barrett. We have 3 files, file number 2019-19322FH, 2022-20769FH, 2022-20770FH. So Miss Underwood, have you now had time to speak with Miss Barrett?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Barrett, have you had an opportunity to read and review the probation violation report?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with Ms. Underwood as your attorney and the advice that she has given you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the or probation violation report?
We do not, Your Honor.
All right, before the court passes sentence, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of Ms. Barrett?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Barrett has a substance abuse problem, Your Honor. She obviously struggles with that. Ms. Barrett understands the recommendation of the court, of the recommendation of Ms. Teskey. I would state that there is one file that there doesn't seem to be a lot of credit for time served. I would ask if the court did give Ms. Barrett jail time in this matter, that Ms. Barrett be given the maximum amount on all three files, which would be, I believe, the 129 days. That being said, Your Honor, I believe at this point, Ms. Barrett has a housing situation that is probably fairly stable for her and with people who are not triggers to her. And I think that's helpful. So I think at this point, I would ask that Ms. Barrett's be released at the earliest possible opportunity, Your Honor. I don't know that a year in jail is necessary here, or even, you know, so perhaps if the court would do 9 months with release and give Ms. Barrett credit for the 129 days, you know, that would be more appropriate than a year, Your Honor. Thank you.
Right, Ms. Barrett, anything you'd
Yes,
like to
ma'am.
say anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
I would like to say that, yes, ma'am, I do have a substance abuse disorder. And I am really sorry for not showing up. I am really sorry, but the people I was around in the past were really big triggers for me. And I got away from that on my own doing. And so I'm sorry that I ran, but like, I did get away from those people. So now I'm surrounding myself with people who don't use, and I'm trying to stay sober because I've actually been talking to my daughter again. And that feels really, really good.
Anything else?
No, that is all, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so on file number 2019-19322FH, I'm going to revoke your probation on that file. On file number 2022-20769FH, sentence of the court that you'll serve 1 year in the jail, give you credit for 129 days. Now revoke your probation. On file number 2022-20770FH, it's sentence of the court that you'll serve 1 year in jail. We'll give you credit for time served of 114 days, and I will revoke your jail. Now, Ms. Barrett, you do have the right to appeal this sentence. So we're going to send over for each one of these files your notice of right to appellate review. You're going to sign 1 copy for each file for our records to acknowledge that you received the paperwork. The other 2 copies for each file are for your records. Just fill out the information on the form and mail it in if you wish to appeal your sentence. All right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Barrett.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck, Samantha.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes. All right, thank you.
I
All
believe,
right.
I believe that concludes my docket, Your Honor. Have a
Yes,
happy
ma'am.
holiday, everyone.
You too, thank you. All right, Mr. Degemer goes in. Oh my God, Miss Holly. Let's get him taken care of. All right, We're back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jesse Anthony Deck. They're not here for that. Okay. All right. So Mr. Degger Margosian and Ms. Holly have had an opportunity to review the sentencing memorandum. Mr. Margosian, you stated that your office did provide a copy of that to the prosecutor's office. I have a proof of service showing that on April 3rd, a copy of it was served on the Lenawee County Prosecutor's Office. It's not even enough time, is it?
Well, for motion, it would not be, but I think for memo, it probably is. I don't think these are overly complicated, but again, for
Okay. Okay, you're right. I guess, I have not received a response from the prosecutor's office, but I did review, the sentencing memorandum. So, Mr. Degger Margosian, you disputed OB 12. OB 12 was scored at 10 points. You did not dispute OB 9.
correct.
On OB 12, you said the score should be 0 points. There were no other felonies that occurred on the date of the incident. Additionally, the original assaultive charges have been dismissed. The only felonious offense that occurred on that date was the sentencing offense. You said it should be scored at 0. I do find that OB 12 should properly be scored at 5 points because the domestic violence was a felony. So I will reduce OB 12 to 5 points. And then on OB 13, and I'm sorry, I just got a couple more sentencing, so I'm just gonna zoom through this. I don't think you're gonna object to too much. On OB 13, he was scored at 10 points. 13. OB 13 is continuing pattern of criminal behavior. You stated that you believed your client should be scored 0 points. It is appropriate to score OB 13 at 10 points if the offense was a pattern of felonious criminal activity involving a combination of 3 or more crimes against a person or property within 5 years, and this would include the sentencing offense. OB 13 does require that the sentencing offense control the type of crimes committed. Controls the type of crimes to be counted. People v. Nelson. Here the sentencing offense is fleeing and eluding third, which is a public safety crime. Therefore, the requisite amount of crimes in that category have not been satisfied. And OB 13, we state should be scored at 0. I show that it was scored at 10 points. 10 points requires that it be a pattern of felonious criminal activity involving a combination of 3 or more crimes against person or property or a listed drug offense violation. Therefore, I do agree, and OB 13 will be scored at 0. The next dispute was OB 19. It was currently scored at 15 points. Stated Mr. Deck believed this should be scored at 10 points. For OB 19 to be scored at 15 points, the offender must use force or threat of force against a person or property to interfere with or attempt to interfere or interfere with the administration of justice. The information provided in the PSI as well as the file does not indicate that occurred. So I do believe OB 19 should be scored at 10 points. So that gives my OBs. OB 9 is 10, OB 12, OB 13 is 0. So we have 10, 5 for 12, and 10 for 19, right?
Yes, 10 for OB 9, 5 for OB 12, and 10 for OB 19. Is that what you said?
Yep, so that makes it 25, not 20. So 10 PRV and 25 OB. This is what this is EGRIM, E. So 10 over 25, that would be 0 to 17. Do you have that
I agree.
application guidelines?
Yes.
All right. So we will change that to 0 to 17. Anything else or any disputes to any of those changes, Mr. Degerman?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, so. Ms. Adams, on the order for fingerprints, is that complied with now? There's one floating loose in the file, that's why I asked.
Okay, let me check. This is on deck, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Did you get your fingerprints done?
Yeah, I got them on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Never mind, Ms. Adams said he got them done Tuesday. Okay, so. Mr. Degermer, is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, as the court can probably expect, I would think that, well, I'm asking that this court sentence Mr. Deck to a term of probation, especially now that the guidelines have been adjusted to a lower amount. I think that he first of all, he's been in custody. He spent, I think, 24 days in jail previous, on this case. I don't see any aggravating factors as to why this would not be a probationable case. I know that Mr. Deck is, you'll hear from him in a second. I mean, he made a bad choice on this date. I think he knew that he probably had a warrant that day. So he, instead of, taking ownership and being mature about this, he made a bad decision and fled from the police. And now he's obviously suffering the consequences of having a felony on his record. And he's at stake to do more incarceration if the court grants probation and violates. So he understands the consequences. Like I said, he's made a bad choice. But again, I think this is very much in line with a probationable offense. So that's my request for the court.
Mr. Deck, anything you want to say on your own behalf?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. As my attorney said, I made a bad decision that night. I should have just gave myself up. Instead, I ran, made things harder for myself than I should have been. I'm sorry for wasting the court's time.
Mr. Deck, I don't know how many clients I've had, including Mr. Dagger Marcosian said that if they had just pulled over, they might not have gotten any charges, or they might have gotten a misdemeanor, but they don't, and then they get a felony, so. All right, it is the sentence of the court, or in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record of this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication for the law, and the protection of society. It's a sentence of the court that you'll be placed on probation for a period of 2 years. During that term of probation and based on your prior record, you're not to use any controlled substances. You're not to use any alcoholic beverages or intoxicants. You must comply with all testing for those, not to possess any paraphernalia. You must use prescription drugs only as prescribed. If you're ordered to take a mental health domestic violence program, you're ordered to comply with that. Do you live with anybody that has a felony?
Right now I'm staying with my ex-wife and my daughter.
Okay. Do any of your close family members have a felony?
My brother is a convicted felon.
Okay.
CSC.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to order that you're not to associate with anyone other than close family members who have a felony. Let's see. You cannot use any object as a weapon. You must submit to search and seizure as a term of probation. Notify the agent of any personal protection orders within 24 hours. Not to have any contact with the individual with the initials ND. And not be within 500 feet of their residence, work, or school. Your license is suspended through the Secretary of State, obviously, and so you can't drive until your license is reinstated. I'm gonna order 90 days in jail with credit for 24 days, but I'm gonna defer it. So if you violate, you're gonna serve that 90 days plus whatever else. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a $60 DNA fee, $68 in state costs, crime victim rights fee in the amount of $130, $750 in court costs, $450 in attorney fees. Where are you working at?
Dundee Manufacturing Company in Dundee, Michigan.
Set a $450 court-appointed attorney fee, but then there's a $30 per month supervision fee, but that's $60 if you're required to wear a tether. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
The expensive, bad decision, don't you agree? All right, Ms. Holly, you wanted to report next Tuesday at 8 AM?
Yes.
Okay, now, sir, you're gonna need to report to probation next Tuesday at 8 AM. My bailiff's gonna hand down to you 3 copies of your notice of right to appellate review. All right, so my bailiff's gonna hand down to you 3 copies of your notice of right to appellate review. I want you to initial and date the top copy. That one's for your record, and the other 2 are, that's for our file, just to acknowledge that you've seen it before. The other 2 copies are for your records. If you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the information on the form, mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. Any questions, Mr. Dagger, Margosian, or
No,
Mr. Deck?
No, here, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, you're all set. Thank you. Read the record to reflect, I received a signed copy on the notice of right to appellate review. Ms. Adams, there's a set of blank ones in there. For some reason, we had 2 copies. All right. All right, so. Ms. Adams, if you could let the jail know we are ready for Mr. Getch.
Okay.
Dude, she always does, and I ask her every time, let's watch these 2. So you're gonna try talking to me. Boys, you're out. Oh, good, all right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm only going to remember the next hour after looking at someone's bill. Yeah. Let alone 3 weeks.
The one's laid down and ready to go.
Wait, so this, where you want this? That's. Thank you, ma'am. Right, have, yeah.
Just talk about it.
All right, Mr. Getch, how do you pronounce your last name, sir?
Gauge, like tire gauge or speedometer gauge.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, Mr. Glazier, I do have Mr. Gage back.
Okay,
Do you want to break out with them to review the document?
no, I don't think I do. I talked to him earlier, Your Honor.
So he's read the victim impact statement?
I don't know if he's read that because you sent it to me. I don't know
Right,
if that sent to him too.
Right, I can't send it to him, so do you want
Yeah,
a moment?
let me talk to him a second.
Okay. Let me, hold on, Mr. Gage. Let me assign you. First, let me change your screen name. All right, so now I'm going to put you and Mr. Glazier into a breakout room. And Mr. Murphy, are you here for Schizler? What are you here for?
I'm here for Tammy Schwartz, Your Honor.
No, Miss Adams, I might have sent the Schwartz file back with you.
Okay.
Is she in jail?
She's not, Your Honor. She should be zooming in.
Oh, 9:30, got it. Well, it's 9:49. She has not zoomed in. You want to try to reach out to her?
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
I don't have Schwartz.
Tammy Swartz is the 9:30.
Yes, with Mr. Murphy.
You don't have a file?
No, and I don't know what I did with it. I only have Gage, and Schizler. And I don't know why I have Schizler. Who's Schizler?
Your Honor, I just called and left a message. I had left a message earlier this morning as well. I'm not sure where she is at this time.
Okay, we'll give her a couple minutes to show up. Not I'm gonna issue a bench warrant. All right, let's close that breakout room. Oh, Mr. Gage did it. Good job. All right. Okay, so this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Cody Wayne Gage, and it's spelled Goetsch. I have John Glazier appearing on behalf of Mr. Gage, and this is the date and time except for sentencing. Mr. Glazier, just so that you're aware, I do have someone present in the courtroom to make a statement. So I will allow that opportunity when the time arises.
Okay.
So, Mr. Glazier, you received a copy of the pre-sentence investigation report, and you stated you also received a copy of the victim impact letter that was provided today.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Gage, have you had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, and you've had an opportunity to discuss it with Mr. Glazier.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with Mr. Glazier as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Glazier, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy, or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Glazier, does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defect?
No, Your Honor.
Probation Department in this case has computed the minimum sentencing guidelines to be 0 to 11 months. Do you agree with that computation of guidelines?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, before the court passes sentence, Mr. Glazier, I am going to allow whoever in the courtroom here that wishes to make a statement, come on up.
Okay.
Right, ma'am? So just kind of, I think it pulls toward you or pushes, I don't remember which one. There you go. So why don't you come up to the podium? All right, and then can you state your full name for the record?
Christy Olet.
State it.
Christy Olet.
Okay, so Miss Olet, I'm gonna need you to speak up so that my court reporter and I can hear you. They make me put this plastic up so it kind of blocks hearing, okay?
All right.
All right, so you may proceed.
I tried to build a life with this man for 3 years. I took him and his child on and loved them with every part of me. At one point in life, I would have died for this man, but I also dealt with things that no one should ever, especially from someone you love. I've been lied to, cheated on, abused mentally and physically. I've been manipulated, silenced, and gaslighted. I've laughed with this man and I've cried with this man. But he isn't who he portrays to be. I lied to myself and others that he loved me because I thought he did. But the things that have been done to me weren't love. And after finding things out that hurt, and after finally overcoming, I'm sorry.
It's okay, take your time.
And after finally overcoming that bond with the help of therapy, medication, friends, and support, I learned that that wasn't love. I allowed too much, and I'm so sorry.
It's okay, take your time.
I allowed too much, thinking he would stop, get help or something, but I'm not. The first of his abuse, and I guarantee I probably won't be his last. His history dates so far back, and I believed his stories till I finally found out the truth. This man did 8 months in Washtenaw County Jail for the exact same charges. Shortly after his release, he started dating me, then proceeded to continue said behavior starting 6 months into our relationship, spanning for 3 years. All of this tells me that he isn't sorry for his actions. Both mothers of his children, myself, his sister, his ex-wife, all of us have been victims of this man's abuse and games. I really hope you find it to make sure that he learns from his actions and that you realize he isn't safe towards others. I pray no one ever goes through his abuse ever again. Nobody in this world deserves it. Nobody deserves to panic and make sure the front door is always locked. No one should be scanning the street before they leave in fear. No one should be barricading themselves in a bathroom crying. No one should be crying because you choked them so hard. It hurts to breathe in. No one should be chased down in cars. No one should. Thank you. No one should have their nude photos posted on Facebook. No one should have to lock their doors to turn off the lights to ignore 200 calls, 200 emails, 200 texts, and 50 voicemails daily. No one should try to push you out of a second-story window after threatening it days prior. No one in their goddamn mind should do any of these things in front of 3 small children. Cody, karma, and the universe work hand in hand. Your choices have consequences. I loved you more than any person like that in my life. And I'll forgive you, but I'll never forget. Your karma is you'll remember everything you did. And I hope it haunts you. It reminds you to be a better person. Thank you.
Mr. Glazier, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Excuse me, Your Honor, I didn't quite hear you.
Is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client before the court passes sentence?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor, and he may want to address the court too. I didn't ask him whether he wanted to. But Your Honor, this is a situation where my client had a number of charges on him arising out of this relationship. And he worked those, he pled those out in district court. And he ended up serving 88 days down in district court, which aren't reflected on this particular on this thing up in circuit court. He got out, and then these got issued, and he turned himself in and immediately went back into jail. He doesn't try to dodge the issues that when I talk to him, Your Honor, he explains to me that he was in a very bad place when all of this occurred. He's a terrible alcoholic, and he knows that. I just want to read from the district court recommendation. It says Cody wants a chance to prove he has grown up and wants to be there for his 11-year-old son. He is in the right mind to do better now. He is staying on his mental health medication and getting counseling. Cody acknowledged that every one of these incidents have been when he was intoxicated. He said his dad, mother, and sister all have had drinking problems, and he wants to change that cycle with his son. Cody attempted to drink himself to death in 2021 and was hospitalized. He knows he would really benefit by getting an alcohol rehab facility and being held accountable for his sobriety. So this was back the prosecutor went back and reissued some old charges is what they did. And after he got sentenced on this, that's where he was at. And I think that's where he's still at, Your Honor. He knows he was not a good person when he was drinking. He knows that that's a hereditary thing as well, due to his whole family having the same problems. And he doesn't want that to be visited on his son. And I think he'll make every effort to stay sober and complete probation. And I'd ask Your Honor to consider not, letting him out today. He's got 109 days credit on this charge, plus the 88 on the other district court, of course, which don't apply to this file. And I think that's all I say. Anything you want to say, Cody?
Yeah, I just I wanted to say, you know, I am sorry. I truly am. There's nothing that I can argue with about what she said, what Kirsty said, and I've had some very bad problems, and this last year I recognized that, and after, you know, being hospitalized and multiple times of trying to commit suicide, I feel like I've grown up a little bit more, and I want to be sober. I don't want to be an alcoholic. I want to break the cycle. I'm the only parent that is there for my son. I don't want him to grow up to be like me. I want to set a better example for him. And I want to do whatever I need to do to prove that. I've had really bad problems with medications and drinking, and that's I don't want to do that anymore. I want to stay on the regular medications and stay sober, and not just for my son, but for myself, because I've scared multiple people with my alcoholism, and as you can tell, I've treated people horribly with my alcoholism. But I want to stay sober, and I want to do what I'm supposed to do as an adult, as a parent, and a civilized human being. So.
Okay, so Mr. Jones, I seem to have a little conflict between department policy and the statute. So aggravated stalking by statute requires no less than 5 years probation. Under the statute, it says that it can't be less, the court may place an individual on probation for any terms of years, but not less than 5 years. So by statute, I have to give him 5 years probation on aggravated stalking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know that's why I'm doing it. Okay, there's very few statutes that require that, but that's one of them. All right, in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, the history of the individual, principle of proportionality, statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and the gravity of the offenses, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication for the law, and the protection of society. Mr. Gage, I hope that you're sincere in this. I truly do. You can't keep going around destroying people's lives, including your own child's. So understand, if I'm going to place you on probation for a period of 5 years on count 1, and then you will pay us $750 in court costs, $130 crime victim rights fee, $68 in state costs, $60 DNA fee, $450 attorney fee, and $30 per month supervision fee, $60 if an electronic monitor is ordered. I am going to order that you serve 180 days in Illinois County Jail with credit for 109 days already served. And you are to have no contact with the individual who spoke today with the initials of KO. Mr. Gage, if you contact her, if you contact her friends, if you contact her family, if you drive by her house, if you go to where she works, if you make up a Facebook account and send her a message, understand that on a violation with the nature of this offense, I could very easily find a way to send you to prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
On count 2, the misdemeanor offense, I'm going to give you credit for time served of 109 days and no probation. During your term of probation on the aggravated stalking, you're not having any access to the internet before first signing an MDOC internet use agreement. You are not to use or possess alcoholic beverages or any other intoxicant. You can't go to a bar, you know, after hours. If it's a restaurant and it turns into a bar, you gotta leave when it's still a restaurant. You can't hang out at bars. You must comply with all alcohol testing. You're not to use any controlled substances, and comply with all drug testing. If you're required to, you will attend AANA or any other type of meetings. You must complete a substance abuse assessment if ordered to do so, which he probably needs, Mr. Jones. You're not to use any object as a weapon. The probation officer has the right to enter your house, look at your phone, look at your car at any time as a term of probation. And you must submit to that. Failure to do so could be a violation of probation. Mr. Jones, anything else I'm missing?
I think that's it. I would just add, Judge, and this is up to you, anger management, domestic battery classes probably are a need.
Yep. And if you're ordered to take anger management or domestic violence classes, you will comply with that as well. Do you understand that, Mr. Gage?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Glazier, Mr. Gage, or Mr. Jones?
We'd ask that Chris maybe recalculate. My client thinks has 112 days credit. Is that right, Mr. Gage?
It's 109.
Oh, it is 109. Okay, never mind.
Now, Mr. Gage, we are going to send over to you 3 copies of your notice of right to appellate review. The jail will have you sign 1 copy for our records just to acknowledge you received the paperwork. The other copies are for you. If you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. Do you have any questions? No? Okay. All right. So good luck to you, Mr. Gage. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry. What did you just say to me? Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Murphy, let's see, got this. I guess the only person I need left from the jail is Mr. Sullivan. Mr. Murphy, your client's not in jail, right?
No, Your Honor, and I left a message, 2 messages this morning.
All right, so let me call that. All right, does she have notice to appear today?
I talked to her yesterday and she said, yeah, she could appear today to enter the plea. That's what we're trying to do, which, why does that doesn't make any sense? But again, I haven't been able to reach her this morning. I left 2 messages. So.
Okay, well, she's set for trial on April 11th. Oh wait, I changed that to a pre-trial and I was holding up on the bench warrant. I'll give her another hour to show up and then I'm gonna sign the bench warrant, all right?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. I will contact you if she contacts my office. I'll contact your office.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good morning.
You too. So Ms. Adams, I have Ms. Adams, what is Schizler? Why do I have Schizler?
I'm looking.
I have file number 22-20739FH.
Maybe I accidentally gave you that one instead of Schwartz.
Okay.
That's probably what
If you can let the jail know that I'm ready on Sullivan.
okay.
All right. All right, Ms. Kelly and Mr. Rain.